There is the world we all know, and then there is the world we never see. Welcome to the Invisible World TV. Tonight, we travel into the most dangerous part of oceans. One, the ocean's hidden dangers. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet. From space, Earth appears as a blue world, vast, endless, and calm. But beneath that surface lies an environment that remains largely unexplored. Scientists estimate that over 80% of the ocean is still unknown. Entire ecosystems, landscapes, and natural phenomena exist far beyond human sight. And among them are places where the ocean can turn deadly in seconds. Most people think of the sea as a place of beauty, clear water, gentle waves, endless horizons. But the ocean is also a place of immense power. Invisible currents move enormous volumes of water across the planet. Some are strong enough to pull a swimmer hundreds of meters away from shore before they even realize what is happening. In other places, microscopic organisms release toxins powerful enough to shut down the human nervous system. Elsewhere, massive underwater vortices spin with enough force to drag boats beneath the surface. And sometimes, danger arrives in the form of creatures so small and delicate they appear almost harmless, yet carry some of the most potent venom found in nature. What makes the ocean particularly dangerous is not only its power, it is its unpredictability. Unlike storms on land, many marine hazards are completely invisible. The water may look calm, the sky may be clear. Yet below the surface, powerful forces may already be moving. Consider rip currents, for example. These narrow channels of fast-moving water can form along beaches all around the world. From the outside, they often appear harmless, just a slightly darker patch of water between breaking waves. But once a swimmer enters one, the current can pull them away from shore at speeds faster than an Olympic swimmer. Each year, rip currents are responsible for thousands of rescues and hundreds of deaths worldwide. And they are only one of the many dangers hidden in the ocean. Across the globe, certain marine zones have become known for their extreme conditions. Places where powerful currents collide, where toxic blooms spread across entire coastlines, where the pressure of the deep ocean can crush equipment designed to withstand enormous forces. Some of these areas are well documented by scientists. Others remain mysterious, known mainly through the stories of sailors and divers who encountered them. But together, they remind us of something important. Despite centuries of exploration, the ocean remains one of the most unpredictable environments on Earth, a world where beauty and danger often exist side by side. And as we explore some of the most dangerous ocean zones on the planet, one question begins to emerge. How much do we really understand about the waters that surround us? 2. Invisible ocean currents. One of the most dangerous forces in the ocean cannot be seen. It has no shape, no color, and often leaves no trace on the surface. Yet every year, it is responsible for more rescues than sharks, storms, or marine predators combined. These are ocean currents. Unlike the massive currents that circulate across entire oceans, such as the Gulf Stream, the currents that pose the greatest danger to swimmers are often small, narrow, and incredibly fast. Among the most notorious are rip currents. A rip current forms when waves push large amounts of water toward the shore. That water must eventually return back to the sea. But instead of flowing evenly outward, it sometimes escapes through a narrow channel between sandbanks. The result is a powerful stream of water rushing away from the coast. To someone standing on the beach, the ocean may look perfectly calm. The water might appear slightly darker or smoother in one area. But beneath the surface, The current can move at speeds of over 2 meters per second, faster than most Olympic swimmers. Once caught in a rip current, even experienced swimmers can quickly become exhausted trying to fight against it. Panic often makes the situation worse. Instead of swimming parallel to the shore to escape the current, many people attempt to swim directly back to the beach, directly against the force pulling them out. This is why rip currents account for thousands of rescues every year, particularly along coastlines in countries like Australia, the United States, and South Africa. But rip currents are only one type of invisible ocean movement. Farther from shore, entire underwater rivers flow across the seabed. These submarine currents can carry massive volumes of sediment, shaping the ocean floor over thousands of years. Some move slowly. Others surge suddenly, triggered by underwater landslides or shifts in ocean temperature. Divers sometimes describe encountering unexpected currents that appear out of nowhere. Pulling them sideways or downward before they even understand what is happening. And in certain narrow passages between islands or underwater ridges, currents can become even more extreme. As tidal waters rush through confined spaces, they accelerate dramatically, creating powerful streams that resemble underwater rapids. In these places, the ocean behaves less like a calm body of water and more like a fast-moving river. And this is what makes ocean currents so dangerous. They are not always visible. They do not announce themselves with noise or warning. Often the water looks calm, peaceful, inviting. Yet beneath that surface, enormous forces may already be moving, silently shaping the ocean and everything within it. For anyone entering the sea, understanding these invisible movements can mean the difference between a safe swim and a struggle against one of nature's most powerful forces. Three, deadly jellyfish. In the vastness of the ocean, some of the most dangerous creatures are not the largest. In fact, some of them are almost invisible. Floating silently through tropical waters are animals so delicate. They appear almost fragile, transparent bodies drifting with the currents. Yet these creatures possess one of the most powerful weapons in the natural world. They are jellyfish. For millions of years, jellyfish have existed in Earth's oceans, long before the first dinosaurs appeared on land. Today, scientists estimate that there are more than 2,000 species of jellyfish worldwide. Most are harmless, but a small number are among the most venomous animals on the planet. Perhaps the most feared of them all is the box jellyfish, found primarily in the warm coastal waters of northern Australia and Southeast Asia. Unlike the familiar round shape of most jellyfish, box jellyfish have a cube-like body with long, nearly invisible tentacles trailing beneath them. These tentacles can extend for several meters, and along their surface are thousands of microscopic stinging cells called nematocysts. Each one acts like a tiny harpoon. When triggered, it fires instantly, injecting venom directly into the skin of its victim. The venom of some box jellyfish species is so potent that it can affect the heart, skin, and nervous system simultaneously. In severe cases, it can cause cardiac arrest in just a few minutes. Survivors of box jellyfish stings often describe the pain as overwhelming, a burning sensation that spreads rapidly through the body. But the box jellyfish is not the only dangerous species lurking in tropical waters. Another notorious creature is the irukandji jellyfish. Unlike the box jellyfish, the irukandji is tiny, sometimes no larger than a fingernail. Swimmers may not even realize they have been stung, but within minutes, victims can experience a condition known as irukandji syndrome. Severe muscle cramps, intense headaches, nausea, and dangerously high blood pressure. Some people describe the sensation as one of the most intense pain experiences known in medicine. What makes these jellyfish particularly dangerous is their invisibility. Their bodies are almost transparent. In clear water, they can be nearly impossible to see. This is why certain beaches in northern Australia close during the warmer months, when jellyfish populations increase dramatically. Protective nets are sometimes installed to keep swimmers safe, and lifeguards warn visitors to wear full-body protective suits before entering the water. Yet despite these precautions, encounters still happen. The ocean remains unpredictable. Creatures that appear delicate and harmless can carry powerful defenses developed over millions of years of evolution. And in the silent world beneath the waves, danger does not always come from teeth or claws. Sometimes it drifts quietly past, carried by the current, almost invisible, until it's too late. Four. The ocean's toxic zones. Not all dangers in the ocean come from predators or powerful currents. Sometimes the danger is in the water itself. Across coastlines around the world, scientists have documented events where the ocean suddenly becomes toxic, transforming once safe waters into hazardous environments for both humans and marine life. These events are known as harmful algal blooms, often referred to as red tides. During these blooms, microscopic algae multiply rapidly, sometimes covering vast stretches of ocean. The water can turn shades of red, brown, or even deep green. At first glance, the phenomenon may look almost beautiful, but beneath the surface, powerful toxins are being released into the water. Some species of algae produce neurotoxins capable of affecting the nervous system of fish, marine mammals, and humans. Fish may die in large numbers. Seabirds and dolphins can become disoriented or poisoned after consuming contaminated prey. In severe cases, even breathing the ocean air near a bloom can cause irritation, coughing, or respiratory distress. Along certain coastlines, including parts of the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific Ocean, red tides occur almost every year. Beaches sometimes close for days or weeks while scientists monitor toxin levels. But harmful algal blooms are only one type of toxic marine zone. Another phenomenon is the formation of oxygen-depleted waters, sometimes called dead zones. These areas occur when excess nutrients, often carried from rivers and agricultural runoff, stimulate massive algae growth. As the algae die and decompose, they consume large amounts of oxygen from the surrounding water. The result is a region where oxygen levels drop so low that most marine life cannot survive. Fish, crabs, and other animals either flee the area or perish. One of the largest dead zones forms every year in the Gulf of Mexico, covering thousands of square kilometers. For marine ecosystems, these zones can be devastating. But even more surprising are the rare underwater environments where toxic chemicals seep naturally from the seafloor. In some deep ocean regions, hydrothermal vents release mineral-rich fluids heated by volcanic activity beneath the Earth's crust. These environments can contain high concentrations of sulfur, methane, and other chemicals that would be deadly to many forms of life. Yet astonishingly, entire ecosystems thrive around them, organisms that have evolved to survive in conditions that would be lethal elsewhere. These toxic zones remind us that the ocean is not a uniform environment. It is a constantly changing system where chemistry, temperature, and biology interact in complex ways. And sometimes, these interactions create areas where the water itself becomes a hidden danger, a place that appears calm and inviting on the surface, but carries invisible risks just below. 5. Ocean vortexes. In certain parts of the world, the ocean behaves in ways that seem almost impossible. Instead of moving calmly with the tide, the water begins to twist and spiral. Currents collide, waves break in strange patterns, and suddenly, the sea forms a powerful spinning force known as a vortex. These ocean whirlpools have fascinated sailors for centuries. In ancient stories, they were often described as gateways capable of swallowing ships whole. While many of those legends were exaggerated, real ocean vortexes do exist, and in the right conditions, they can be incredibly powerful. One of the most famous examples can be found in northern Europe, in the narrow strait of Saltstraumen. Here, massive volumes of water rush between two fjords as the tide rises and falls. At peak flow, more than 400 million cubic meters of water surge through the channel every 6 hours. As this enormous movement of water squeezes through the narrow passage, powerful whirlpools begin to form. Some of these spinning currents can reach several meters across. From above, the ocean surface appears to twist like a giant spiral. Small boats that venture too close can suddenly find themselves pulled toward the center of these rotating currents. Divers who explore the area must carefully time their descent between tidal shifts. At the wrong moment, the force of the water could sweep them away instantly. But Saltstraumen is not the only place where such phenomena occur. And in Japan, the Naruto whirlpool appears when tidal currents surge through a narrow strait, creating dramatic spirals that can be seen from bridges above. These whirlpools are reminders of how dynamic the ocean truly is. Beneath the surface, tides, currents, and underwater landscapes interact in ways that can suddenly concentrate enormous amounts of energy. To the casual observer, the sea may look calm, but when powerful currents collide in the right place, the ocean can transform into something far more unpredictable, a rotating force capable of pulling anything caught in its path into the spinning heart of the water. Six, the crushing pressure of the deep. As we move farther from the surface, the ocean reveals another kind of danger. One that cannot be seen or felt until it is too late. Pressure. For every 10 meters of depth, the pressure in the ocean increases by roughly 1 additional atmosphere. At 100 meters below the surface, the pressure is already 10 times greater than what humans experience on land. But in the deep ocean, these forces become almost unimaginable. In the deepest parts of the sea, pressure can reach more than 1,000 times the atmospheric pressure at sea level. To put that into perspective, it is enough force to crush most structures, not specifically designed to withstand it. Even modern submarines built from reinforced titanium can only descend to certain depths safely. For human divers, the limits are far closer to the surface. Beyond certain depth, breathing compressed air becomes dangerous. Nitrogen begins to affect the brain, causing a condition known as nitrogen narcosis, sometimes described by divers as feeling drunk underwater. Judgment slows, reaction times decrease, and in an environment where every decision matters, even a moment of confusion can become life-threatening. Another risk appears during the ascent back to the surface. If a diver rises too quickly, dissolved gases in the bloodstream can form bubbles. This condition, known as decompression sickness, can cause severe pain, paralysis, or even death. For this reason, deep-sea divers must follow strict decompression schedules, sometimes spending hours slowly returning to the surface. But beyond the reach of human divers lies an even more extreme world. In the deepest trenches of the ocean, such as the Mariana Trench, the pressure becomes so intense that even robotic equipment can struggle to operate. Yet despite these crushing forces, life still exists there. Strange creatures, translucent fish, giant amphipods, and delicate organisms adapted to these extreme conditions survive in an environment that would destroy most forms of life. Their bodies have evolved to withstand pressures that would collapse ordinary biological structures. It is a reminder that the ocean is not just vast, it is layered. From sunlit coastal waters to the dark abyss miles below the surface. Each level of the ocean brings its own challenges. And as humans venture deeper into this environment, they encounter forces that push the limits of both technology and survival. Seven, predators of the open ocean. When people think about danger in the ocean, their minds often turn immediately to predators. Creatures that patrol the open waters with speed, power, and precision. Among them, none has captured the human imagination more than the great white shark. For decades, sharks have been portrayed as ruthless hunters in popular culture. But the reality is far more complex. Across the world's oceans, there are more than 500 species of sharks, and only a handful are considered potentially dangerous to humans. Most sharks are curious animals, not aggressive ones. Encounters with humans are extremely rare, yet in certain regions, particularly where seals or large fish populations thrive, sharks can become powerful apex predators in the marine ecosystem. One of the places where this dynamic can be observed most clearly is along the coast of Gansbai, sometimes called the Great White Shark Capital of the world. Here, large colonies of seals attract some of the ocean's most formidable hunters. And from below, the shark accelerates upward with explosive speed, striking its prey with incredible force. It is a reminder that in the open ocean, survival often depends on speed and instinct, but sharks are not the only predators that can pose a threat. The ocean is home to many territorial species capable of surprising divers and swimmers. Barracudas, for example, are known for their lightning-fast movements and sharp teeth. Although attacks are extremely rare, their sudden bursts of speed can startle even experienced divers. Then there are certain reef species, such as triggerfish, which can become aggressively defensive during nesting seasons. Divers who accidentally enter their territory may find themselves chased away by fish far smaller than expected, but surprisingly determined. Yet what truly defines the open ocean is not just the presence of predators. It is the balance between hunter and prey. Every movement beneath the surface is part of a larger ecosystem where energy flows through countless species interacting with one another. And while predators may appear dangerous, they are also essential. They maintain the health of marine ecosystems by regulating populations and keeping food chains balanced. In the vastness of the ocean, predators are not simply threats. They are guardians of a delicate equilibrium, a reminder that the ocean's most powerful creatures play a vital role in sustaining life beneath the waves. Eight, the ocean's most dangerous beaches. Not all dangerous ocean zones are far from land. Some of the most hazardous places in the ocean exist right along the coastline, in areas where powerful currents, marine wildlife, and unpredictable waves combine. These are beaches that may look peaceful at first glance. Golden sand, clear water, endless horizons. But beneath the surface, the conditions can change rapidly. One well-known example lies along the eastern coast of Australia, where the ocean is home to a combination of powerful rip currents, dangerous jellyfish, and large marine predators. Beaches along Australia's coastline are famous for their beauty, but they are also closely monitored by lifeguards who understand how quickly conditions can become dangerous. Warning flags and patrol towers are common sights here. In many places, swimmers are strongly advised to stay between marked areas where lifeguards can respond quickly. If someone is pulled away by a current, another region known for its hazardous waters is the coastline of South Africa. Here, the meeting of two powerful ocean currents, the cold Benguela current and the warm Agulhas current, creates highly dynamic waters. These shifting conditions can generate strong waves and unpredictable currents, while the surrounding ecosystem supports a large population of marine predators. Yet even outside these famous locations, dangerous beaches exist around the world. Sometimes the threat comes from powerful surf created by underwater sandbars. Other times, steep underwater drop-offs allow waves to break with sudden force close to shore. In places like Pipeline Beach, the waves are legendary among professional surfers. But for inexperienced swimmers, the powerful surf and shallow reef below can create extremely hazardous conditions. What makes these beaches particularly dangerous is how normal they can appear. To someone unfamiliar with the ocean, the water may look calm and inviting, but experienced lifeguards often say that the ocean's most dangerous moments are not always obvious. Sometimes the sea is quiet, the sky is clear, and the shoreline looks perfectly safe. Yet just beyond the breaking waves, powerful forces may already be moving beneath the surface, ready to pull, spin, or surge with very little warning. Nine. The ocean's unpredictable phenomena. Even with modern satellites, sonar systems, and advanced oceanographic research, the ocean still produces phenomena that remain difficult to predict. Sometimes, the sea behaves in ways that seem to defy expectation. One of the most dangerous examples is the appearance of rogue waves. For centuries, sailors described enormous waves appearing suddenly in otherwise calm seas. Many believed these stories were exaggerations, myths told by crews who had survived violent storms. But in 1995, a scientific instrument installed on an oil platform in the North Sea recorded something extraordinary. A single wave, measuring more than 25 meters high, struck the structure without warning. This event, known as the Draupner wave, confirmed that rogue waves were real. Unlike normal waves that travel in predictable patterns, rogue waves can form when multiple wave systems intersect and concentrate energy into a single massive crest. The result is a wall of water, capable of overwhelming even large vessels. Another mysterious phenomenon occurs in certain parts of the ocean, where unusual light appears in the water. Sailors have reported entire stretches of ocean glowing faintly at night. A soft, milky light spreading across the surface. This rare event is known as milky sea bioluminescence. It is believed to occur when vast numbers of microscopic bacteria emit light simultaneously. Some of these glowing zones can stretch for hundreds of kilometers, creating an eerie, luminous ocean that can be seen from satellites in space. Although beautiful, such events reveal how dynamic and complex marine ecosystems can be. And then there are areas where the ocean itself seems strangely silent. Regions where ships have historically reported unusual navigation problems or unexpected changes in currents. In some places, underwater geological activity, including methane gas releases from the seabed, can temporarily reduce the density of seawater. When this happens, the water loses some of its buoyancy. In theory, a ship passing through such a gas-rich zone could suddenly lose the support that normally keeps it afloat. These events are extremely rare, but they demonstrate how the ocean floor continues to influence the waters above it. From unpredictable waves to glowing seas and hidden geological activity, the ocean remains a place where nature's forces interact in ways we do not always fully understand. Even today, scientists continue to discover new marine phenomena, reminders that the largest ecosystem on our planet still holds many mysteries. And perhaps that is what makes the ocean both so fascinating and so dangerous. The ocean. We still don't understand. Despite centuries of exploration, the ocean remains one of the least understood environments on Earth. Humans have mapped mountains, crossed deserts, and even walked on the moon. Yet the depths of our own planet remain largely unknown. Scientists estimate that more than 80% of the ocean has never been fully explored. Entire landscapes still lie hidden beneath kilometers of water. underwater mountains taller than the Alps, deep trenches where sunlight has never reached, vast plains of the seabed stretching farther than any desert on land. In these remote environments, the ocean continues to behave in ways that surprise even experienced researchers. Currents shift, underwater landslides reshape the seafloor. New species appear in places where life once seemed impossible. Every expedition into the deep ocean reveals something unexpected. Strange organisms with transparent bodies, fish capable of surviving immense pressure, creatures that produce their own light in complete darkness. But while the deep ocean fascinates scientists, it also reminds us of how powerful and unpredictable this environment truly is. Storm systems can move enormous volumes of water across entire oceans. Tidal forces driven by the moon reshape coastlines every day. And beneath the surface, invisible currents and geological forces continue their silent work. For humans, the ocean will always remain a place of both beauty and danger. A place where the same waters that support life across the planet can also become incredibly destructive. And perhaps that is why the ocean continues to captivate us. It is one of the few places left on Earth where mystery still exists. A vast world that surrounds our continents, shaping climate, ecosystems, and the history of human exploration. Yet even today, it reminds us that nature is far larger and more complex than we often imagine, because beneath the waves lies a frontier that we are only beginning to understand. And somewhere in those depths, there are still countless secrets waiting to be discovered.